Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Welcome to Sara Akash. This is Vijayalakshmi and he is my friend Pitambar.
I am greatly honored to be a part of Sara Akash, where we witness black clouds, lightning, and thunder.
The universe has developed a mechanism for its decisions to unfold mysteriously but irrevocably to move ahead.
They are celestial decisions, but it is not as easy for men to arrive at decisions of grave importance as easily.
Today, let's discuss how the decisions are made to engineer subtle changes leading to profound impacts when you are surrounded by black clouds.
Decision making is a process, not a moment. This is a process of identifying a problem, gathering alternatives, and choosing a course of action.
The purpose is to achieve a specific goal or address a situation. It involves logical and intuitive elements.
Obviously, you have alternatives from which you have to choose according to your beliefs and convictions.
Your character and courage determine the quality of decisions you make.
Absolutely. Courage is core to decision making process. The boldness in it will make it magical and timeless.
Let's explore the factors that influence decision making.
The process of decision making starts when we get into a problem or we anticipate a problem.
Identifying the problem is like hitting the bullseye.
Yes.
It's no secret that the patient gets cured if the doctor has diagnosed the problem or the disease correctly.
The basic surmise is that every problem has a solution. I would rather say a problem crops up because the solution is in the wings. Ravan secured all kinds of boons, including Amrit Kalas, which he placed in his navel point, and had made himself invincible and immortal. But Lord Ram took incarnation to remove injustice, falsehood, and oppression.
If there is a Ravan, there is a Ram.
Yes.
For Kamsa, there is Krishna. For Bhishma, there is Arjuna. And Hiranyakashyap, there is Narasimha. No problem has ever defied a solution.
So, what we need to do is to be aware of the problem. Awareness is a crucial first step to think, plan, and make decisions.
If you recall the grandmother stories, the life of the demon is dependent upon finding out the palace in the middle of the lake, then finding the room after crossing 7 doors,
Yes.
then the 7 boxes, one after another, and in the smallest box, there lies the insect that is the life force of the demon. Kill the insect, kill the demon.
They are great stories. What we learn is solution does not have an easy access. There is a climax. When you find the secret life force of the demon, you will be attacked from all around, and you must have the Brahmastra to win in the end.
What it means is that solution is there, but you do not know anything about it.
Yes.
You get confused. It seems an impossible task. You will find no means, money, and men to help you find the solution.
Take Lord Ram's example. He had no idea who had kidnapped Sita Ma. He had none except Lakshman, who would not leave him and go anywhere. But he searched for solution. He found Hanuman, Sugriv, Jambavant, and an army of banners.
Now he has to know where Sita Ma is and the culprit. He came to know from Jatayu that Ravan had taken away Sita Ma beyond the seas. It was impossible to cross the ocean. Anyone in such a situation would have given up, but not Rama, not Hanuman.
Once Sita Ma was found, the enemy was identified, action ensued. So the crux of the decision making is identification of the problem. You create an opportunity. You recognize the situation. Now you have to choose an action.
It has to be action, not reaction, because reaction is governed by anger. It propels you towards a tit for tat solution, which is not in your interest.
Yes.
You don't know the road ahead. The reaction, therefore, is a half baked action.
Action, on the other hand, is a well thought out, cool, calculated plan. You take into consideration pros and cons and the consequences while choosing from the options available. Reactions are like bubbles of water, they disappear, but the consequences are far reaching. Killing Ravan is the action, but the consequence is installing Vibhishan to rule Lanka is part of the vision of the consequence.
The vision of action is vital to ensure success, but actions must be taken to its logical conclusion.
Yes. Obviously, otherwise you will end up getting boomeranged. We created Bangladesh. Now it is a problem, not a solution. So the outcome must be a desired one.
In order to get the desired outcome, you must gather all kinds of relevant data information.
Data is magic. It helps take effective and impactful decisions. But continuous discussion, meetings, and debates with key persons responsible for the action must go on to understand the situation and potential solutions.
Lord Krishna defeated Jarasandh 17 times,
Yes.
destroyed his army, but his end could only be brought by Bhim. He found opportunity to make the two confront each other in a battle where
Yes.
Bhim killed Jarasandh by tearing him into two pieces and throwing the two parts of the body in the opposite direction.
The right person for the right job clinches the issue and guarantees success.
Exactly. But the weapon holds the key. The technique and skill involved for solution must be of the highest order and original to crucify the problem permanently.
Solution of a problem lies in its accomplishment of the objectives. Take Kharavel, the king of Kalinga, who smarted under the shame of defeat of Kalinga by Ashoka. Not only he defeated the king of Magad, but also brought back the famous statue of Mahavira taken away by Ashoka after the Kalinga war. The pride of Kalinga was restored.
And a solution found. That was a hard choice, but a perfect and permanent solution.
Very true. It is equally important to verify if the implementation is total or some adjustments are necessary. Take, for example, during COVID, PM Modi took a decision to provide ration against the great demand of printing notes and distributing money to the people.
By this decision, he ensured that nobody would go hungry and inflation remained under control uh, as food grains, which were real, was distributed instead of printing money, which would have broken our economy completely, like it has happened to the US and other Western countries.
America is under a debt trap, whereas India is the largest major economy which is growing in double digits. The Trump tariff turmoil has rocked the world and the nations are struggling to find an answer.
India has to make adjustments for some loss because of tariffs, but ultimately we will find a way out.
Farsightedness is the hallmark of big decisions. Easy choices may be an instant success, but hard choices test the ultimate triumph.
India went for the hard choice of self reliance that involves hard work, innovation, entrepreneurship.
Initiating startups and indigenization of weapon systems helped India overpower Pakistan with precision strikes on desired targets. The world is in awe of such a spectacular and decisive victory.
When COVID has closed the doors for the whole world, India remained awake and dreamt big.
Today, India is unstoppable. India is a superpower.
Decisions are of two types: rational decision making, involving a logical step by step process based on data, analysis, and evidence. This process not only takes the precedence of the past, but they go far beyond in search of invisible sparks.
The other type is intuitive decision making that relies on gut feelings and inspirations from within. The past experiences in this process come very handy.
When you are in a do or die situation, you have to make on the spot decisions that spring from your courage, character, and convictions,
Yes.
and a brilliant flash of your past experiences.
Less time brings out the best in you, uplifting your survival instincts that stand rock solid behind your decision.
Decisions may be personal or group. The leader in you must be invoked to take charge of the situation and find opportunities before making up your mind.
Personal decisions like your career, relationships, and finances are at the heart of a challenge to emerge unscathed, unburnt, and untarnished.
Behind great decisions, your family culture, your legacy, your hope for future generations provide solidity, clarity, and vision.
Such decisions are bound to be unselfish, unleashing impetus in the interest of the society and in the interest of the nation. No decision, however big, beautiful, must go against the nation.
Yes, nation always comes first. All career decisions are in the interest of nation, except black marketing, drug trafficking, and human trafficking. They must be shunned, however attractive and profit making they may be.
When you take a decision on relationships, it must be attuned to your family, culture, and your religion. Exceptions must find way home aligned with the hopes and expectations of your parents and the rich legacy you have inherited. The family and the nation stand supreme in all decision making.
On finances, decision making has to be scrupulous. Money is power and is very important in anything we do,
Yes.
but not at the cost of your family and your nation. Money can change anything, but it should not change your character.
You have to make decisions to set your strategies, to optimize your performance, and of course, to achieve the goal of your business or organization. But the inherent principles of making decisions should be bold, courageous, and prompt.
Time is all powerful. Right decision at the right time is the norm. But the constraint of time may make you indecisive.
Courage and decision making go together. Inaction is not decision as some people think. It is like leaving the matters to fate, like former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, who avoided making decisions because the coalition government that he was running.
But in all decision making, a time comes when you are left with utter confusion, to be or not to be, to do or not to do, or what is called dilemma. To be or not to be, that is the question.
But the universality of the problem of decision making is clearly illustrated in the Gita when Arjuna is confused whether he should fight Mahabharata war, where he will have to kill his Guru Drona and Pitamaha Bhishma. Lord Krishna's advice, Karmanye badhika raste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhur ma te sangostya karmani.
Seek to perform your duty. In that action lies the decision.
And that decision has to be Sarvajana Hitaya.
The beauty of the decision is you are at the center of action.
Everybody's benefit is your benefit.
But at the root of all decisions, your survival and your existence should be supreme. Thank you for being with us. This is it for today.
We will meet again with another idea on Sara Akash.
Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Namaste.
Namaste.